All right, what's up everybody? So in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys a very simple yet effective way to instantly improve your audio quality. I know a lot of you guys are neglecting this. I even did when I was just getting into recording and learning about all this stuff. I know I definitely wasn't considering this, but it is something that is very important. Honestly, it's something that's more important than picking the preamp and microphone that you use. This is a make or break for whether your recordings sound amateur or sound like you know what you are doing. I had a company recently hit me up and they wanted to send me some of their foam panels to try out for a video, and I was absolutely up for that because that is something that is much needed in this recording space that I'm in right now. However, for this video, we're actually not going to be installing the panels over here. We're going to be going to another location, a location that is much worse acoustically than where I'm at right now. So we're going to be demonstrating the power of just using some acoustic foam. This is the panel that I'm using right now. Absolutely love it, and I will go in later on in the video on why I specifically like this panel in particular. Now, I'm going to be showing you guys the difference between when you are recording in an open space, which I know a lot of you are. I was doing the exact same thing when I was starting, and then recording in a much more controlled environment with something as simple as some foam panels. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take this video to the next location. All right, what's up everybody? So we're gonna pick this video back up at my parents' place, and the reason for that is I wanted to show you guys pretty much the worst case scenario when it comes to recording vocals. This is just a spare bedroom, no furniture in here at all, just the walls. It's literally the most unideal space to record in. There is a ton of room reverberation in here, and I can just hear it through these cheap $5 headphones already. But what I wanted to show you guys is that with barely any effort, you can actually end up taming a lot of the room reverberation that you may be encountering right now. I know for me, when I was starting out, I was recording all my vocals right by my desk in the middle of my bedroom, very similar to the recording setup that we have here today. Now, I'm going to show you guys how you can quickly eliminate a majority of that. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to do a very good job at taming most of the acoustics that you're dealing with in your room, the poor room reverberation and echo that you may be experiencing, because you really do want to try to eliminate the most of that you can, so that when your engineer goes to work with your vocals, or maybe it's for a voiceover, whatever you're using your vocals for, it's going to sound a lot more professional. So anyways, I just wanted to let you guys hear what this room sounds like so that you can hear the echo that we are experiencing in this room. It's really, really bad. I can hear it through these cheap $5 headphones. It's not sounding good. You're gonna hear a pretty noticeable difference right away once I move it into that corner. So let's go ahead and take it to that space. All right, and then here we are backed up in the corner of the room where I have my foam panels up on the wall. This is sounding a lot less echoey than it did just a second ago towards the center of the room, and I'm only using 8 panels. There's 12 that comes in a pack, so imagine if you were to place all of them on the wall, or better yet, if you had 2 packs and you went through and completely covered the corner of your wall. Again, this is basically the worst case scenario of where you're recording at. Ideally, you would want to put these in a closet, whether that be walk-in or just a regular closet like what I'm standing in front of right now. You would want to place these inside your closet and then kind of cover the microphone up with some clothing. That's going to do a really good job with cutting down on room reverberation and echoing and all that. So this is pretty much just worst case scenario. If this is all you had to work with, this is what it is sounding like. And this does not sound bad at all. You could record some very good takes just with this setup that I have going on right here, but you could also take it a step further and start implementing comforters, clothing that you have laying around, another pack of foam. Use up your entire pack of foam. Unlike me, I didn't bring my other panels with me. I only brought 8. Sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, you could definitely take this a step further. And the reason why I like using these panels in particular, you'll notice that there's these little grooves that run along each square. That makes it very, very convenient for placing them on the wall, because you can use thumbtacks rather than spray adhesive. And trust me, if you've never used spray adhesive, when you go to remove these panels on, or later on down the road, you're going to end up running into issues where the spray adhesive is stuck to the wall and bits of the foam are ripped off and still stuck to your wall. It's an absolute nightmare that you do not want to encounter. You're going to be spending a lot of time cleaning your walls and then repainting. I would know because I just did that yesterday. This is just a very simple yet effective way to just eliminate some of that echo in your room and honestly make your life and your engineer's life a whole lot easier. You're gonna have a much better, much more professional sound when you do something like this versus recording over by your desk. Because I know a lot of you are doing it, because I did it too when I was younger. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do it to your engineer. Get some foam panels, put them up in the corner of the room if that's all you have to work with, and believe me, you will easily be recording much better quality and honestly be so much more happier with the results that you are getting when you're using something as simple and basic as this setup that I have going on right here. Guys, do yourself, pause, or your engineer a favor and invest in some foam and correct the recording space that you are working in. I hear it all the time. It separates an amateur from somebody who knows what they're doing when you hear somebody actually working in a space that is acoustically treated. I hear it all the time when listening to new rappers on SoundCloud. You can just tell when they're recording in the middle of their bedroom, because I've been there myself. I was recording at my desk at one point, just like many of you out there. Again, one pack of foam can cover a corner in your bedroom, and it will make a noticeable difference for your recordings. And at the end of the day, you're going to be so much more satisfied. It is a very big investment at a very, very low cost. I cannot stress that enough. So if you are interested in the foam that I'm using in particular, again, this is the one that I would recommend because of the grooves and the paneling. It's going to make it a lot easier when you go to put it on your wall, because you can use thumbtacks instead of spray adhesive. Stay away from spray adhesive. Take my word for it. I will leave the link for that foam in the description box below, and you can check it out for yourself and see if it's something that you want to purchase for your setup. So let's go back to my studio. So what do you think? It's actually a pretty noticeable difference when you are using something as simple as some foam blocks and recording in the corner of the room versus recording in the middle of the room, or as most of you are probably doing, recording at your desk. I know when I was starting out, I recorded all of my takes, all of my videos right at my desk with zero acoustic treatment whatsoever. It was literally just basically what you're seeing right now. It's not bad if you're just doing this for fun. However, if you want your recordings to sound much more professional and less amateur, you definitely should consider investing in some foam and start acoustically treating the environment that you are in, because it will make a noticeable difference and people will easily be able to tell that you're taking it much more seriously, and your recordings are going to reflect on that. So definitely, I would suggest before buying expensive microphones and preamps that you acoustically treat the environment that you're in. It's going to make a big difference, and it's going to make your expensive mic later on down the road when you buy one sound that much better. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap the video up. If you haven't already yet, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon beside it so that you can stay notified for whenever I drop any of my upcoming videos. With that being said, I will see you all in my next video. Take care, everybody. Peace out.